Welcome into day 4 of the Apollo Project's New Zealand Swimming Championships live from the National Aquatic Centre here in Auckland. Recapping on an exciting day 3 finals last night. Kicked off with Zach Reed winning the 400 metre freestyle over Lewis Clareburt last night. He was absolutely surprised with his performance. An absolute blinder, 3:47, a qualification mark for the world champs. And so really setting himself up for a great year ahead. Erica Fairweather, New Zealand record again in the 400 metre freestyle for the women. And she didn't quite dip under that 4 minutes, but has said it's in her back pocket. So I look forward to seeing that in the coming months. And she got another, obviously a qualification mark there, as did Eve Thomas. Andrew Jeffcoat in that 50 metre backstroke, lowering underneath 25 seconds and doing another qualification mark there. And Finn Harland breaking that New Zealand age group record in the 50 metre backstroke held by Daniel Bell. That was a great performance by him, 25.67. Jesse Reynolds breaking the 50 backstroke S9 record in the backstroke there. Riley Sayer, under 16, New Zealand record in her backstroke, which she was surprised not being her favoured stroke. Asher Smith-Franklin continues his form, breaking another New Zealand record in the 100 metres butterfly. And then we had Gabby Smith qualifying for the para swimming world champs in the 400 metre freestyle, just under 5 minutes. So well done to all of those swimmers for the records and for the qualification times. Today we have the 100 metre freestyle for both men and women, and it's all the usual suspects in. The sprinters coming in, Michael Pickett, Carter Swift, Cameron Gray, Lewis Clareburt, all in there. And we've got 3 former New Zealand record holders. Lewis Clareburt was a New Zealand record holder, as was Carter Swift, and now the current New Zealand record holder, Cameron Gray, in that field as well. Cameron Leslie will be racing the 100 freestyle. Remember, he got that world record in the 50 freestyle last year, so this is one of his favourite events. 200 backstroke for women, Emma Godwin has a time lower than the qualifying time in the program. Let's see whether she can get to that 2:11.08 qualifying mark. In the men's 200 backstroke, Kane Follows is the fastest in the program in Heat 4, Lane 4. The qualifying time for the men, 1:58.07. 100 metre freestyle for women, very competitive field there. They're going to have to go super quick to get that qualifying mark of 54.25. The 200 butterfly will follow, and this will be the third swim for Lewis Clareburt this morning. He's doing all of the events for the men this morning, busy program for him. 200 butterfly for women will follow, and we'll finish with the 100 breaststroke para multi-class for both men and women, where we'll see Josh Wilmer in action there. Hope you enjoy the action of day 4, session number 7.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Please put your hands together and welcome our technical officials as they come onto pool deck for our heat session this morning. Our referees for this morning's heat session, Jackie Forsyth and Christine Casson. Starters for this morning's heats, Alan Hale and Ross Gillespie. Your technical director for these championships is Carlreen Gillespie. Thank you, officials. We kick off this morning's program with event 27, the men's 100 metres freestyle. There are 5 heats, and heat number 1 is coming out beside the blocks.
Some say it's only water, but for us, it's so much more. It's the challenge we rise to every day. It's the pleasure of teamwork. This is the story of how we give water a fresh new form by molding it into a sparkling masterpiece. Our unique team can make every space truly special, just the way you want it. We are inspired by those who push their limits. We believe in riding the wave, in harnessing the latest advances to make something tangible, lasting, and perfectly formed.
Mic's on. It's on now. Welcome back to the Apollo Projects New Zealand Swimming Championships. Here with Simon Main, the Paralympic Program Lead at Swimming New Zealand. Simon, while we wait for a few of the little technical things to be fixed on our timing pads here, let's have a chat about the Paralympics this year, how the team's shaping up, and some of that preparation leading into the Paralympic World Championships.
Yeah, so this has been a great chance to see the whole team racing together. We've had lots of trips away. You know, some of the team go somewhere and some of the team go somewhere else, but this is the first time we've been together. And then from here we start to prepare with camps. We're having a long weekend camp over the King's weekend, King's birthday weekend, and then we go to Mallorca for 3 weeks before we go to Manchester for our World Champs.
So quite a nice little bit of travel there. And in terms of the qualifying marks for these para swimmers, they've had since January last year, is that right, to get a qualifying time for the World Championships. And this meet here, this championship, is about just checking in how they're going, whether they're on form.
Yeah, that's it. So they've allowed us from the 1st of January last year, which brought in our World Champs, which was in Madeira, and then Commonwealth Games. And then so this year we've already had a competition in Melbourne, and so that was a qualifier as well. And then we've got our Opens just to show the selectors that they're on track for August this year.
In terms of some of the younger, more exciting para swimmers you're seeing coming through, talk us through some of those swimmers and what you're doing working with them to get the best out of themselves.
Well, I think it's the preparation, really. It's managing to get them away from New Zealand, away from all the distractions, try and get some camps, and then get some international racing under their belt. So last year we had 3 trips away, which I don't think they're used to. You know, like when they've been an age group swimmer, they've come to age groups, maybe they come to Opens, and that could be it, just 2 competitions in a year. But if I try and get them away 3 or 4 times, it's just more exposure to the racing stimulus and learning what to do as well, learning how to travel, hydration, you know, nutrition, race prep, all that sort of stuff, and then being able to execute the plan on race day. So that's really what they need.
The depth is obviously there. The races are fuller. There's more swimmers generally. In terms of the size of the team for the Para Swimming World Championships, what is your hope to have over there in Manchester?
Well, so far we've got 6. I'm hoping for 1 more. That'd be great to have 7 swimmers. And it's probably going to be the same 7 for Paris next year. So we have to go to Manchester to earn slots, to actually earn some places. So it doesn't matter whether you're the fastest swimmer, but you've got to be able to earn a slot for Paris. And so that then dictates how big the team is for 2024.
It's quite a lot more complex, I guess, than the able-bodied competitions. There's so many different facets to it. It's the different disability classes or the impairments. In terms of we were talking before the championships about swimmers needing to have, I guess, be tested or to be assigned a class.
Yeah, classification is very complicated. And once you're confirmed, you're pretty much confirmed for life. But what World Para Swimming do is they look at you, they test you, they say, yes, you're in a certain category, but we'd like to see you in 2 years' time just to make sure that we've put you in the right category. So it's quite time-consuming, it's quite expensive as well to keep taking people away to get them classified. So that's something that you don't have with World Aquatics. If you do the FINA A time, you're going. Whereas with us, it's, okay, you might have done the time, but we need to look at you again, and you might actually change classifications and go up or down depending on what they assess you as.
And final question, who are you looking out for today? Any particular performances you'd like to see?
Well, we've got Cameron Leslie in the 100 free and Josh Wilmer in the 100 breast. So those are the two that I'll be looking for the men. Ella Ben's got the 100 free today. Gabby Smith. This kind of all the youngsters are coming through. Just want to see some good racing. It's been really good so far this week.
Thanks for joining us, Simon Main, and all the best for your swimmers today. We resume the program now, the men's 100 metres freestyle event 27, and this is heat number 1 of 5. Lane 2, McAllister Clark. 3, Kaula Loan, the visitor. 4, Ryan Quinn. 5, Lucas Holmes. 6, Ivan Liu. 7, Nick Close. McAllister Clark will take that out 53.06. Couple of seconds under his entry time. Lane 1, Iyad Mossad. 2, Eli Ashby. 3, Alex Odom. 4, Dylan Boysons. 5, Luke O'Connor. 6, Isaac Gear. 7, Wilrick Kutsier. 8, Orlando Hardy. This is heat 2 of 5 of the men's 100 metres freestyle. Wilrick Coetzee having a nice one out there in lane 7. Well out in front, body length in fact. Comes in to win heat number 2. 51.81, that's a good time for him.
You know how to read them, mate. They're from the They're the website ones. Which I thought. No, I need to share the further than between me and Amber. That's on me. That's right, mate. We threw out the old one.
Heat 3, lane 1, Hunter Dobson. 2, Blake Elliott. 3, Fergus Eadie. 4, the New Zealand record holder Cameron Gray. 5, George Williams. 6, Tyler Tapper. 7, Mary Thibault. And 8, Blake Faliafa. George Williams takes them through 24.19, just in front of Cameron Gray. Cameron Gray pulling in front now, deciding that third 25 is where he wants to take back the lead. .49.33. George Williams gets their second, 50.70. And let's check out the result from heat number 3. It was Fergus Eadie, so a coast 2 and 3 there. Next up, heat number 4. Away we go, former New Zealand record holder Lewis Clarebird in 4, Christopher Elson in 3, Joshua Amies in 1, Cale Twist in 2, Zach Dell in 5, Matt Hutchins, the 2016 Olympian, in 6, Dominic Faulkner in 7, and Henry Williams in 8. And Zach Dell going out extremely quickly, 23.83. Proving a point here, perhaps. Zach Dell, the fastest of them out so far. Can he hold on? Zach Dell in lane 5. Just tying up a little bit now. Lewis Clarebird collects him in the final 5 metres. That's a good time for Dell, 50.79. Lewis Clarebird gets there first. Third was Christopher Ilson, just over 51. Final heat of the men's 100 metres freestyle. Lane 1, Harrison Clowens. 2, Ollie Lutton. 3, Jack Hendy. 4, Carter Swift. 5, Michael Pickett. 6, Gus Shivnan. 7, Gunne Alexandra. And 8, Michael Hahn. Good fast start there by Carter Swift and Michael Pickett in the yellow lanes. And a half body length opened up now. Interesting to see the final 10 metres here. He's looking strong, Carter Swift, coming through to win heat number 5. 49.82. Pickett just over 50. Jack Hendy takes third. Going to be a big showdown tonight for the final of that men's 100 free. And that concludes event 27. Next up, event 117, the men's 100 metre freestyle multi-class. There are 2 heats, and this is heat number 1. Lane 2, Luca Willems. 3, Guy Harrison. 4, David Beck. 5, Jack Bugler. 6, James Hayden. Jack Bugler's having a good heat here. New Zealand record held by Tama Saluota at 1 minute .09 5 years ago. And he's not going to be too far off that. Well done to all of our swimmers in heat number 1. Second heat, lane 2, Tate Pichon. 3, Lance Dusto. 4, Cameron Leslie. 5, Bailey Conlon. 6, Denver Xavier. New Zealand record holder for S4, Cameron Leslie in lane 4. His New Zealand record was set last year, 121.54. And he's in pretty good form, Cam, this champs. Interesting to see what he can do. Leading this race at the moment is Lance Dusto, Bailey Conlon. Bailey Conlon in 5. And he's got an entry time of 59.98. He's not going to quite get there today. Fast finishing here. This is Denver Xavier. He's had a good final 25. And here comes Cam Leslie. He's going to be outside his 121. He won't be too far off. Good heat swim there, 123.75 for Cam Leslie. And that concludes the 100 freestyle for men. We'll be back after the results and the break with the 200 metre backstroke for women. There will be 3 heats there. Welcome back to the Apollo Projects New Zealand Swimming Championships 2023 coverage here from the National Aquatic Centre. We move now to event 28, the women's 200 metre backstroke. There are 3 heats and this is heat number 1. Lane 1, Paige Stringer. 2, Amani Tahaya. 3, Zalika Pratt-Smith. 4, Isabel Gibson. 5, Tess Winneray. 6, Pippa Mihaka. 7, Mia Stanley Hunt. Heat 2 of the women's 200 metres backstroke. Lane 1, Molly Shivnan. 2, Liv Peebles. 3, Danielle Asiata. 4, Gina McCarthy. 5, Hope Chamil. 6, Alicia Wong. 7, Amber George. Nice swim in lane 1 there by Molly Shivnan. She wins heat number 2, and with a huge PB by the looks of it. 2:28 down to 2:16. Second to the wall was Gina McCarthy. Third, Hope Chamil. Heat 3 of the women's 200 metre backstroke. Lane 1, Holly Nelson. 2, Emma North. 3, Kasha Stokes. 4, Emma Godwin. 5, Talita McEwen. 6, Anna McGowan. 7, Charlie Toos. 8, Charlotte Cole. Emma Godwin coming in to win heat number 3, well out in front. And not far off, 2:14. We're looking to go a little bit quicker tonight, hopefully 2:11.08 is what's needed for the World Aquatic Championship qualifying. And there's the result of heat 3. Next event up, event 29, the men's 200 metres backstroke. There are 3 heats, and beside the block is heat number 1. Lane 2, John Quirk. 3, Ethan McDonald. 4, Andrew Jeffcoat. 5, Finn Harland. 6, Liam Rees. Qualifying FINA A for this event, 1:58.07. New Zealand record held by Gareth Keane, 1:57.15. Andrew Jeffcoat coming in, cruising to win heat number 1, just slowing it up in the final 5 metres. Touches 2:06.03. Finn Harland will touch second, 2:08.45. And Ethan McDonald takes third in that heat number 1. Heat number 2, Harrison James in 2, Alex Esposito in 3, Sam Brown in 4, Lachlan McKenzie in 5, Jack Kelly in 6, Alwyn Bayo in 7. Sam Brown currently holding the fastest time so far. Heat number 2, 2:05.16. With one more heat to come. Lane 1, Brandon Holdeth. 2, Brandon Holdeth. 3, James Crosby. 4, Kane Follows. 5, Lewis Clareburt. 6, Speed Aitu. And 7, Ethan Buchanan. Qualifying mark in this, 1:58.07. .57.08, he's certainly gunning for it this morning. Kane Follows. Let's see if we can get him underneath this qualifying mark. 1:58.07. Let's have a look at the split. 30.61. He's got to come home quickly. Let's make some noise for Kane Follows, ladies and gentlemen. 1:58.07. .25 metres to go. It's going to be extremely close. He might be just outside. Let's have a look. 1:59.83. He's got another 1.7 seconds to clip off that tonight in the final. Hopefully we'll send him through. And that concludes the women and men's 200-metre backstroke heats. And after the results, we'll have a quick break and be back with the women's 100 metres freestyle heats.
Some say it's only water, but for us, it's so much more. It's the challenge we rise to every day. It's the pleasure of teamwork. This is the story of how we give water a fresh new form by molding it into a sparkling masterpiece. Our unique team can make every space truly special, just the way you want it. We are inspired by those who push their limits. We believe in riding the wave, in harnessing the latest advances to make something tangible, lasting, and perfectly formed.
Welcome back. We move to event 30 now, the women's 100-metre freestyle. There are 4 heats. This is heat number 1. Emily Austin in 3, 4 is Zoe Crawford, 5 Brooke Bennett. Heat number 2, lane 1, Bella Wansborough, 2, Milana Tapper, 3, Summer Osborne, 4, Chelsea Edwards, 5, Holly Neville, 6, Amy Crosby. 7, Ray Kwan. Third heat of the women's 100 metres freestyle. Lane 1, Chloe Peters. 2, Phoebe Nelson. 3, Eva Allen. 4, Erica Fairweather. 5, Gabby Farmasili. 6, Amadika Atkinson. 7, Danielle Joplin. 8, Isabella Campion. Great heats from there by Erica Fairweather, 55.49. That qualifying mark of 54.25 might be in reach later. Final heat, lane 1, Brooke Miles. 2, Madison Kidd. 3, Hazel Hourhand. 4, Laura Littlejohn. 5, Rebecca Moynihan. 6, Zoe Pedersen. 7, Talita McEwen. 8, Eva Borkowski. Rebecca Moynihan just gets there, 3/100ths in front of Laura Littlejohn. Zoe Pedersen coming through for third there, 57.62. And that concludes event number 30, the women's 100-metre freestyle heats. Next up, event 118, the women's 100-metre freestyle multi-class. Looks like we're going to try that again. Away we go cleanly this time, the women's 100-metre freestyle multi-class. Qualifying time for the 100 freestyle for the S10 category is 104.27, and for the S9 for Ella Ben, and it's 105.61. And looking at those splits, that could be a bit of a tough ask coming home. And we'll be back after the break for the heats of the men's 200 metres butterfly.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Welcome back to the Apollo Projects New Zealand Swim Champs. This is the 200 metres butterfly for men, heat 1 of 2. Iko Shibuya in 3, Joel Crampton in 4, Curtis Malsop in 5, and Keula Loan in 6. Joel Crampton, 2:03.80. Just outside his entry time there. Curtis Malsop hits the wall second. Followed by Iko Shibuya. Heat 2 of 2 of the men's 200 metres butterfly. Lane 2, Luke Gibson. 3, William Campbell. 4, Lewis Clareburt. 5, Blair Helms. 6, Ivan Liu. William Campbell taking out heat number 2, just in front of Lewis Clareburt there. Next up, the heat of the women's 200 metres butterfly. In lane 1, Amelia Feiner, 2, Milan Glintmeyer, 3, Grace Spake, 4, Esme Patterson, 5, Ruby Matthews, 6, Neve Tasaka, 7, Nicole Lockie. Grace Spake winning the heat this morning. And we'll see these same 7 women in the final tonight. We'll be back after the break with the final events of this morning's program, the 100 metre breaststroke multi-class, both men and women. Welcome back. Next up, event 119, the men's 100 breaststroke multi-class. Lane 1, Luca Willems. 2, Denver Xavier. 3, James Hayden. 4, Joshua Wilmer. 5, Asher Smith Franklin. 6, Bailey Conlon. 7, Tate Pichon. Coming in to finish here in the heat, Asher Smith Franklin finishing in 1:16.55. In the S14 category, Josh Wilmer in the SB8, 1:16.73. And that record for SB14, 1:14.85. Joshua Wilmer owns the SB8 at 1:14.12. Maybe see those broken. Here's Luca Willem making his way. He's done the full set of strokes this championships. Good job. That is the heat for the men's 100 breaststroke multi-class. Next up, event 120, the final event of the program this morning, the 100 breaststroke for women multi-class. Gabby Smith in 4 and Riley Sayer in 5. Riley Sayer owns the New Zealand record for the SB14 category in this 100 breaststroke. Gabby Smith 1:21.64. Qualifying times for the 100 metre breaststroke for Gabby is 1:24.97. 1:24.97. She's got a 1:21 in the program there. So let's try and get Gabby Smith under this qualifying mark, 1:24.97. down in the 39. She'll have to come back in about a 43 or better. 1:24.97, and she's going to get there. Well done to Gabby Smith. Para Swimming World Championship qualifying time for her. And let's see if Riley Sayer can get a New Zealand record. She has to beat her best time in the program of a 1:47.97. And she has. Riley Sayer, New Zealand record. Well done, Riley. That concludes the racing this morning for the heats. Please put your hands together for our technical officials as they march off pool deck.
Some say it's only water, but for us, it's so much more. It's the challenge we rise to every day. It's the pleasure of teamwork. This is the story of how we give water a fresh new form by molding it into a sparkling masterpiece. Our unique team can make every space truly special, just the way you want it. We are inspired by those who push their limits. We believe in riding the wave, in harnessing the latest advances to make something tangible, lasting, and perfectly formed.
Well, wrapping up this morning's heat session on day number 4, nothing really to report. Most of the swimmers just getting through the heats this morning, trying to secure a place in the top 8 for their respective events. The highlights really came in that final event of the program, the women's 100-metre breaststroke multi-class, where Gabby Smith collected the Para Swimming World Champs qualifying mark. And we also saw a New Zealand record by Riley Sayer in the S14 class. So well done to those two women. And we look forward for you to join us tonight for the finals of day 4, kicking off at 5:30 p.m. We'll see you then.